everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Sharon and this is a channel that is dedicated to all things related to narcissism. I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on all types of topics related to narcissism. So if you haven't already, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any videos. I would really appreciate it if you gave the video a thumbs up. It's a free way you can help me out. And definitely don't forget to leave a comment because I like to read what you have to say. So before I get into today's video, I just wanted to mention that this coming Friday, my daughter is going to return to the channel for her second and final visit. She was on the channel 2 weeks ago, and she was discussing her experiences growing up with a covert narcissist as a father. On Friday, she's going to continue that, and she's going to be discussing the day that my marriage ended. She was here, her brother was here. It was a really ugly scene. The police are involved, Child Protective Services was involved. So if you're interested to hear about that, definitely stay tuned for Friday's video. Now, in today's video, I'm going to discuss taking your power back from a narcissist. Narcissists are dangerous, and they're dangerous because they don't have any morals, no kindness, no empathy, no care or concern for anybody, no boundaries. Have you ever heard that a dog won't stop eating if it has access to food? I'm not sure if that's true for all dogs, but definitely for my dog Puck. When I had cats, I could go away for a weekend, put food down, and they wouldn't eat it all in the first 15 minutes. Narcissists devour victims like my dog Puck devours a meal. Like a hungry pack of lions taking down a zebra and leaving nothing but a skeleton within a relatively short amount of time. Narcissists are dangerous because they won't stop taking from you. They'll take everything. Piece by piece, they will take you down. They'll take your family, your friends, your money, your emotional strength. They'll take your very life. What I'm about to say sounds like an exaggeration, or maybe I'm just particularly weak. No, it doesn't sound like it. But this will be life transformative if you hear this and believe me now, if you believe me as soon as possible. You cannot be in a relationship with a narcissist and be okay. You cannot have sound mental health, genuine joy, a healthy, satisfying relationship, well-adjusted and mentally sound children. None of that is possible. Your narcissist isn't different. Your narcissist will not change, but you can take your power back. You can build the life you want. You can have the life of your dreams. But the only way that you can do that is by leaving the relationship. It's the only way. And I understand that this is not something everybody's going to want to hear. I know that there are people that are thinking, well, that is not possible for me, or that's not true for me, or my narcissist is different. My narcissist is going to change. I have hope. I believe. I'm a Christian. Whatever it is, that there's some reason that this isn't the reality for you. But I am telling you, I know this to be true. Truly, I have never heard of somebody who is in a relationship with a narcissist and they're happy and satisfied. They know they're in the relationship with a narcissist. So I'm not talking about the beginning during the love bombing stage or even intermittently. I'm talking about a prolonged relationship where they are content, emotionally secure, happy, thriving, and the partner's a narcissist. It doesn't happen. It's going to be one or the other. You either have to take your life back or give your life to the narcissist. It really is the only thing that you can do. It's horrible. It's a terrible reality. I get that. I'm living that reality. When you are married to a narcissist, when you're in a relationship with a narcissist, that's no joke. That's real trauma. That's a real problem. But just because you don't want to accept it doesn't mean that it's not there. This is something that you have control over, that only you can take control over the situation. The narcissist isn't going to give you anything. You have to do this for yourself. Now, the good news in all of this is that narcissists don't have any power on their own. I know it doesn't seem like this, particularly if you're at the beginning of understanding who a narcissist is, but really, the only power a narcissist has over you is what you've given them. Recognize that this is not a typical relationship. There has to be an acceptance of who a narcissist really is. If you're not at that point, you're not ready to leave the relationship because it takes some strength, it takes some determination. A narcissist will never change. They will never willingly give up control. They will destroy you if you don't leave. It will happen eventually. Now, time and again, I've become aware of how horrible narcissistic relationships are, how terribly narcissists treat their partners. Like I said, I'm not aware of even one person whose relationship worked out in a beneficial way. The non-narcissist is always destroyed. So if you're watching this video, that's going to be you. You are going to be destroyed by somebody that doesn't care. You have to save yourself and your kids. There are really and truly only two choices. You either stay with the narcissist, convince yourself that your narcissist is different, you can't leave, you love them, etc., or you prepare to save your life. Now, oftentimes this is a process. That's okay. I get it. It's not like you can, very often, it's not like you can just tell yourself today, oh my gosh, I'm in a relationship with a narcissist. Guess I'm going to head out after lunch. No, I get it. It's a process. It might take you more than a year to leave. I understand that. The point is that you begin the process. You understand the reality and you make plans. Right now, as I make these videos, I'm in that exact process. Now, the first thing that I would recommend that you do if you are married is if possible, see a lawyer. The first appointment is usually free. It will give you a really good idea of what you can expect, what you can reasonably do. Each state is different, but speaking to my lawyer, I was able to determine roughly what my ex is going to have to pay me, what he's going to owe me, what I can expect financially in the relationship, what I can expect when it comes to him and my children. That was really important to me. So I'm not guessing. I know by the law what it is. And the thing is, when it comes to divorces, there's not a lot of wiggle room. It's pretty much set in stone. There's a little bit of wiggle room, but what your lawyer will be able to tell you pretty exacting what you can expect. So I know as I'm planning, as I move forward, what my ex is going to have to do. Now, obviously, when I leave the relationship, when he realizes that I'm never coming back, he's not going to be too happy and he's not going to want to give me anything. But it doesn't matter what he wants. I know, I understand what is going to happen. I understand what's going to happen regarding my children. My children are older. They don't have to see their father. They don't want to see their father. So before, I didn't know, I knew my daughter wouldn't because she was 18. I don't know about my son. He's 15. I was afraid, can they make him see his father? That would be, he does not want to see him. He is traumatized by things his father has done. It's not healthy for him to see his father. I know this. But my lawyer told me, no, the state will not make him see him. So I was able to be relieved about that. So there are things that you can do, that are things that you'll find out by speaking to a lawyer. And I know it can be a little bit intimidating and scary to talk to a lawyer. It doesn't mean that you have to go through with a divorce. It just means that you're getting some advice. You're learning your realities. It's so important. This is part of taking control of your life, not letting the narcissist control you, not being so afraid of your own shadow. This is a huge step. The narcissist will not know that you want to see the lawyer. You're just going to go find out some information. You don't even have to pay them anything. If you decide to go through with it, then you'll have to pay them. But for this first visit, just look at it as an informative visit, like going to a library or something like that. Now, my lawyer knows my plan, and she helped me plan it, because you need a place to go. You need money, a way to support yourself, and that might take time, and that's okay. This isn't a normal situation. What you want to avoid is second-guessing yourself, feeling bad, hoping for change. Once you decide that you have to leave the relationship, stay committed to that. It might help to think of yourself as a prisoner of war. So don't feel bad if you have to be nice to the narcissist to their face and behind their back you're stashing cash or digging a tunnel to escape. I get it, I really do. The fear, the strong, overwhelming desire to want to be wrong, to want to believe that this time it will be different. I did that for years. It's one of the reasons that I have this channel, is to get the word out about the reality that narcissists don't change. It doesn't matter how much you want them to, how much you need them to. Imagine if your house is on fire. You wouldn't stand in the middle of your house while it's burning all around you, close your eyes and pretend you don't see reality, would you? No, you would get out because it would be an emergency. Something bad's going to happen. You're going to burn to death. If you stay in a relationship with a narcissist, it is the same thing. Something bad is going to happen. You're going to go down. A narcissist is not a good relationship partner. They take everything from you. If you're at a position where you're standing there with any strength, any ability, any thought of leaving the relationship, do not let this feeling go, because narcissists, they have this way of destroying you mentally, making you feel like you can't do anything. My ex, I've said this in other videos, I started off the relationship as a strong, independent person. Throughout the relationship, he turned me into like a skeleton, like that zebra I was talking about that the lions destroyed. That's what the narcissist will do. You are a frame of who you were, a shell of who you were. It takes a lot of time to get yourself back, to build yourself back up. So if you're feeling that way now, take full advantage of it, because a narcissist, they have this way about them. They just take you. They take your sanity. They steal your life. The next thing you know, 20 years will have passed. 30 years will have passed. It's agony. So it's very important not to underestimate a narcissist. I did that for years. Now, I didn't have a high opinion of my ex. I thought basically he was an idiot, and he is an idiot. But idiots can be dangerous when they have any control over you, when they have any control over your life, your finances, your self-esteem. Now, before I go further, I do want to explain why I recommend that you leave the relationship without telling the narcissist first. I wouldn't recommend that in a healthy relationship. Narcissists are dangerous and they're unpredictable. You will not be allowed to leave. That's how they're going to feel. They could become enraged and harm you. That's a real concern. Narcissists are not emotionally healthy. So by the time you're aware you need to leave, you've almost certainly seen some worrisome behavior, and it is not worth the risk. An ugly scene will probably happen. If you're a woman, you might be in physical danger. The reality is that you're a man, you may not only be in physical danger, but the narcissist may decide to file a false police report against you, saying you abuse them. They do this type of thing. It is for your own safety that you leave without them knowing. If you don't do that, make sure you have a witness. They will hurt you. They will harm you. They do not accept this type of thing. You do not leave them. Only they're allowed to leave you. Now, there's also the possibility that the narcissist will convince you to stay. If the narcissist convinces you to stay, it will be like if you told your job you're leaving and they talk you into staying. Your lack of loyalty is now front and center. You will end up regretting it. If you get talked into staying, it's only a matter of time until you're discarded by the narcissist. The narcissist knows they're not going to change permanently, so they're going to begin looking for your replacement, and the narcissist will enact revenge. It is not going to work out for you. Once you decide to go, go. Do not bring anything with you that the narcissist gave you. Do not bring any pictures. Get rid of any of that stuff. This is for you. You do not want to be tempted to go back. This has to be permanent. Remember, your loyalty has been compromised. When you decide to go, it's a permanent decision. You cannot go back. It will never work out, and you're putting yourself in a lot of danger. Now make sure that you have copies or originals of any paperwork, social security numbers, medical records, tax information, bank information. Open up your own bank account. Make sure that you have money that they do not have access to. If you have children, be careful what and when you tell them. This is an adult decision. They're not a part of this. You need to make the decision for them. If you're in a relationship with a narcissist, you have a lot to weigh, you have a lot to consider, and this isn't the time to ask your children what they think. It's your decision. You need to do what's right for you and your children. After you leave, if you're married, immediately file for divorce. You never need to talk to the narcissist again. Once I file for divorce, once I leave, once I cross the state border and I file for divorce, I'm never going to communicate with my ex again, ever. I gave him 20 years, and I know how I treated him, and I know how he treated me. I owe him nothing. I have everything tied up. I spoke to a lawyer. I have my plans. This is how it's going to be. Right now, I'm in that horrible middle area where I have to keep him happy enough for him not to cause me any problems, but I am planning my escape. I am in that prisoner of war point. I'm being nice to him while I'm digging my tunnel when it gets dark. That's what all of us have to do. It is that dire. I do not like this situation. I don't want to be in this situation. But reality is reality. And you see my videos. You know the things that he's done. I'm not willing to destroy my life. I'm not willing to let him take one more day from me, one more day for my children. So decide for yourself and then go for it. Now, some advice that I have for you: if you communicate with a narcissist for any reason after you leave, I don't recommend it. If you do, for any reason, remember who they are. They are a toddler trapped in an adult's body. Do not get swept up in a narcissist mood. Respond, don't react. Speak confidently and firmly. No emotion, be calm and bland. Have a goal in mind and take nothing personally. I really hope that this video has helped somebody to understand the reality when you are in a relationship with a narcissist. You are not in a relationship. You are in a prisoner of war situation. You are in a dictatorship. This person does not have any care for you. And I know how hard that is. I know how harsh that sounds, but it's the truth. And the sooner you understand that, the sooner you can have a real life, a life with somebody who loves you, or a life where you can have respect for yourself, not where you are somebody's slave. So I'm going to leave you with some words of encouragement that have helped me as I've gone through this situation. A slave is somebody who waits for someone to come and free him. You are not a slave. You do not need to wait for some miracle to happen. You can take control of your own life. You can make your own miracle happen. I'm not what happened to me. I'm what I choose to become. That's the truth. A narcissist has done some things to us, yeah, but they're not our future. We have the right to decide what our life is going to be. A narcissist has no right to control us. They have no right to tell us what to do and to bring us down. One thing that I think is incredibly important is know your worth. Know who you are. And finally, you either get paid for decisions you made years ago, or you pay for decisions you made years ago. The choice is yours. So many of us are paying today for decisions we made years ago. Let's not bring that into the future. The future belongs to us. It belongs to what we want for it. Our children can have a good life. We can move forward. It's hard, but it's possible. Don't be afraid to do hard work. It is worth it in the end. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel. I'm so grateful for all the support that I've gotten. Please feel free to email me, savingheartsfromnarcs@gmail.com. I will see you Friday with my daughter. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and God bless.